Shorties, this is Shorty Gaming, and before we get on with the LP pick of the week, I want to make a quick announcement. I apologize, I haven't done any of these in a while. Long story short, those who are really good friends with me beyond my channel know I lost my grandmother recently, and if it wasn't for my grandparents, I wouldn't have the inspiration to do any of this. And this is off script, by the way. This isn't. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm hoping to do this more, but I needed some time, and I'm actually doing this today for my grandmother. She passed away last year in November, and this is her favorite Creedence album, so I figured to do a LP pick of the week for that. So, enjoy Cosmo's Factory. Let's move on. Now, this is, like I said, the LP pick of the week, episode 13. This is another Creedence album I am doing. Like I said, it's for my grandmother, so I know I did another Creedence quite a few months ago, but I wanted to do another one for her. So this is Creedence Clearwater Revival, also known as CCR in short terms. This is Cosmo's Factory. The original print was on Fantasy, and the number is 8402. When the reprints came out, the label looks really different compared to the originals. This is an original other than the sleeve. The sleeve is different. It's on a solid blue, just like that. It'll have the numbers, and even in the dead wax is where you can tell what print. Oh, so this was number 1. So this is the first print of a first pressing. I didn't know that, actually. I just checked that out because I could. This album is the 5th in a 2-year span that they released. They were really pumping these out, and they were topping charts. This hit number 1 on the 200 hits Billboard for 9 weeks in 6 different countries. Creedence was coming up fast. Their swamp rock was very different from other psychedelic rocks in the early 70s at the time, like Pink Floyd and bands like that. Even though it was different, they got really popular, and I gotta admit, they definitely did really well. Pendulum, which was, like I said, released in 1970, so that would make it their 6th in 2-year span released, and that's my favorite that they did, because before this they did Willie and the Poor Boys, and that's even a good one. That's a really good one. The title, it's funny about the title. We'll get on the title first off. The title Cosmo's Factory, Cosmos was because of Doug Clifford, and then Factory actually is the factory they would rehearse at in their early years in Berkeley, California. And that's where even the picture came from. Now, they were caught off guard. Fun fact, they were caught off guard with this picture. They were just kind of screwing around, and their photographer took that picture, and it just became the cover for their jacket. I like it. It turned out really nice. A lot of songs on this one, like Who'll Stop the Rain and Running Through the Jungle, that was supposed to be basically about Vietnam. It's in the time Vietnam was going on. Another fun fact, too, I probably said it in my previous Creedence video, but John Fogerty, the lead singer of Creedence, did serve in Nam for a little bit. So, he kind of had a little glimpse of what was going on over there. And Marvin Gaye's, they didn't write, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. That one was really popular. It's one of the longest songs on this record. It's 11 minutes and 5 seconds. They did a cover for it. They didn't originally write it, but it became a pretty big hit. It a lot of critics were about it, and I don't know why. I kind of paused there because I don't know why critics had an issue with this. From what I was gathering, I liked it. It's a really good one. I like the album itself. If you're kind of into their instrumental, I guess would be the word. Uh, this is definitely one I would recommend. It's definitely a good one. Uh, they didn't last long, and it kind of bums me out that his brother died from that transfusion, and he got tuberculosis and passed away. It's really a bummer. They were a good band while they lasted. They really were. I'll show you more of the back here. Couldn't really gather much up on these pictures, but it was just them messing around in the studio from what I was assuming, and just goofing around and just being themselves. And what another thing is about this one is the men in Nom could relate to some of these songs from what they were going through. My Uncle Mike served in Nam too. Never met the man. Passed away before I could meet him. Interesting times, back when music was really good. I don't like newer music. Never have. Never will. It definitely was a band that made history. Definitely was. Well, that's pretty much it. There wasn't really much on this one, but definitely a good album. I would recommend it. I rate it definitely a 9 out of 10. As it goes for stars. This is really good. Really, really, really good. They still play some of the songs on the radio to this day from this album. It was a very popular one. But thank you so much for watching the LP Pick of the Week. And hopefully I will be able to diverse my pick next time. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.